Yeah, I don't know why it's not turning though. This is a round. I'm like sweating out of every single crevice in my body. Do you have like a water bubbler or anything here? I absolutely hate ASMR. I'm just waiting for the part where they like, man, and cut everything out. Alrighty guys, it's Andy here from All 4 4x4, and today is the big day. If you didn't already know by now and you haven't seen on social media, today is the day that the car finally gets its bar work. So I'm currently on the way to PHAAAAT Bars at the moment, and we're going to be putting on a set of rock sliders, a 5-inch snorkel to the stock airbox, and the big hoop bar. So there's not really much else to say, but let's roll the intro and get into this. Alrighty, so we've just brought the 79 series into the PHAAAAT Bars workshop, and it's time to get this front end underway. So before we kick things off, we're just going to have to take that front bumper off, along with this bracketry and that light bar and aerial. Other than that, it's a super simple process. But before we dive into it, let's have a quick chat with Tommy about some of the engineering aspects and features that go in behind the scenes before releasing these products to the market. So tell me a little bit about it. So to start with, what's it made of, like in regards to sizing of metal and that?
Well, the main carcass of it's 3mm steel.
Yep.
We really just wanted to make something that was different. A lot of 79s are obviously the same out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people want to be unique and they don't want to be like everyone else. So moving away from those more generic sort of bars, we wanted to create something that was unique, was really strong like the rest of our product.
Yeah, I think, and to be fair, like I've seen them on a couple of cars and the clearance is like, it's still really good. Even though it is a big bar, don't get me wrong, but they sit close to the car and they have heaps of clearance as well. Now, I was also having a chat with one of the other lads and they were mentioning that the winch cradle and everything's actually built into
Yeah, it's all
bar.
Integrated. It actually takes longer to take the factory bar off than it does to put this on.
Right, okay.
Just being that it's such a simple design, the cruisers are a pretty relatively straightforward chassis.
Yeah.
They just literally slide on, and it's super strong because it actually sleeves the whole chassis. The chassis, we've got very good purchase on the chassis for where the bar actually mounts to. So, from all of this plate, like these recovery points are rated.
Oh, true. It's even got recovery points in there as well.
Yeah, so they're all inbuilt. And yeah, it goes all the way through. Like this 20mm plate runs the whole way and actually is the backbone for the cradle itself. So it's just little things like that that we tried to integrate into the bar to make it, you know, as universal as possible. Everyone can, you know, it fits all sorts of drivers.
Like, because I know like people will be like, oh, I really want a strong bull bar, and they'll go and buy like a 5-post bar, and then they're like, I can't go forward driving because I've got no clearance.
And they need like 300 kilo weighted coils just to hold the bull bar up off the car.
It's so silly.
Yeah, and like we went to the big tubes, so it gives it that little bit more, it just sort of complements the front end of the 79 that little bit more.
What are these, like 2-3 mil thick?
Well, this is just, 3.2mm NB tube.
Yep.
And then, obviously this one's the 75, and this one, the outside's a 63mm. So, just that little bit bigger. The cruiser needs it. It needs that little bit of a bigger tube on it to sort of,
And you want that anyways, like with protection and whatnot.
Mate,
kangaroos and
You're doing well if you make these move. Like, you've got some bigger dramas, I reckon.
You'd be worried about the rest of the car.
Definitely.
They come in different variants too. Like you can get them without.
You can get a hoopless. Like I've got a hoopless one over there at the moment.
And you can even, can you change like where you want your aerials?
Yeah, we can put them wherever you want. They can be on the driver's side, passenger side, in the middle. Doesn't matter. You can put them wherever you want.
So for people that don't know already, when you want a bull bar like made, you just don't stock like 3,000 bull bars. Hey,
no, they're made to order. Just because every bar, people want something a little bit differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
We powder coat all the bars regardless of it being like this or it being painted. So we powder. It's just the best way to rust proof them.
When you get a bull bar, do they come set like standard with the plating and that underneath them, or is that just like another added option as well?
The plating, like the bash plate.
Bash plating.
It comes with all the bash plating.
Comes with bash plating. Okay, cool.
So,
wow, that's sick.
That gives it that protection right up to pretty much that cross member where the radiator sits.
Because I know from factory they come with like a plastic.
Yeah, it's just a plastic thing. You literally, a stick would pierce through it. Yeah. Once again, like all of our stuff, it's made here in Australia. So you're not supporting some sort of
Korean
offshore company. You're literally supporting Australian jobs.
I think the first time I seen this, and I was talking to the other lad, was this time last year at the Full Drive show.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, what bar is that? It looks so different, but it just looks gnarly.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's a PHAAAAT bar, and I was like, true. And then I'm like, I'm gonna need one of them,
Yeah,
mate. And then like here we are, like putting it on, and I said it before when I was like looking at the sliders, and it looks fat.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
yeah.
It's the perfect business name as well. Like
we try and make things fat to you know, sort of live up to the name, but I think we've done this with this bar. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I sort of like that because we're not making stuff to suit everyone.
Absolutely.
People that want to be different will like this bar.
Considering.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
The colour of the car is like rainbow.
Unicorn coloured 79 series.
I'm stoked, man. I'm so keen to put it on. Do you have a specific rating for winches in that? Like,
you can put a 15,000.
15,000,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Being big cruisers, you need to have something that can support that.
if you're silly like me and you want to throw a heap of money and a heap of weight into it, you need a strong bar to protect it, but to also be able to use for recoveries and that. So,
and for a bit of peace of mind, like this is all ADR airbag compliant.
True. Wow. Okay.
These are tow rated. Like it all got tested. It's been crash tested, so it's fully compliant. You can go and put this on your car and have no dramas with compliance, airbags, and it's
so
super strong, even though it's got all of those compliancing as well.
There's a fine line that you have to meet where it's like too strong and it does.
You have to have certain crumple zones on the bar to allow for front impact, and it does take away a lot of the strength if you don't do it correctly. I haven't really heard of too many people even going close to bending these. I know a fair few people have hit roos and the bar hasn't moved an inch. So yeah, it just goes to show that the bar's strong and it's built for a purpose, whilst not being a full 5-poster, hideous looking thing off the front of your car.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling too. Like, I don't know. I'm blown away. Like, it's Australian made, it's strong, it does everything that you need, and it looks good. Like, and it's legal. Like,
it's legal.
ADR approved. Like,
Yeah.
you don't get that very, very often here, like with cars. And considering our laws and that are
it's
so
tough.
strict and like, I'm blown away. I'm loving it, man. So good job. Like, seriously, good job.
Maybe one day we'll talk Mac into putting a bar in his car, but we'll get there one day.
He needs one. Like, could you imagine how fat it would look?
Get this on your car.
You need this. So, I might even grab the camera. With doing 5-inch snorkel, you're gonna need to cut your snorkel slot. Basically, you're gonna have to cut this either way because you've got 5 inches coming in to your stock airbox, which you can comfortably do. You can get the optional upgrade and go for a different airbox. But these are compatible with the stock one, and then obviously you got to go through and then chop out your guard as well. Now I'm going to let this this time lapse roll through, but if you have any questions, just put them down in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I don't even know how to help. Oh yeah?
Done.
Easy, yeah. That's it.
That's it, mate. Get out of here.
No bolts needed. Alright, what have we got? We've already sort of gone over this.
Yeah, we've gone over this, but Snorkel, 5-inch snorkel.
And it's all painted in what? What is this?
Well, this is called a Pro Texture. It's a Dulux product, but it's super durable, scratch resistant. So
sort of like Raptor, but like
sort of like Raptor, but obviously a lot less coarse and harsh. It's a lot nicer, smoother finish. But yeah, that's sort of what we've done. The bar in, the snorkel, and then the sliders in as well. The sliders have a Raptor coating on them as well, so just a little bit more durable. So yeah, that's more so the Raptor style. Gives you a bit more grip and a bit more of a premium sort of option as well.
Yep. So with the tubing on these bars, is it the same?
Same as the outside hoops.
Okay, cool.
Yep, same as the outside hoops.
Cool. Now, obviously, we've installed this here.
Yep.
People don't have to. They can install this. They can get it delivered straight to their door.
Yeah, straight away.
So everything's all pretty much DIY as well.
DIY. We try and make everything pretty user friendly so that you know you can tackle a snorkel at home. You don't have to pay $1,000 to get it fitted.
To get it in.
Someone, yeah, you can get it.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable taking liability for chopping up your guard.
Yeah, especially a 5-inch, you've got to cut a lot out of the guard, so yeah.
But look, man, it looks good.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it lines up with all the lines. I reckon the 5-inch, in my opinion, is probably the size you need to put on a 79.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the fatter tubes on the bull bar. You sort of need to add that to be all in proportion, but yes.
Now, I think probably the best part about this is the fact that you can run a 5-inch snorkel, but a stock airbox.
Stock airbox, yeah.
Like, you don't have to do anything. There is the slight little cutting that you have to do on the inside.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's not really much other to say. Like, it's super, super easy, and it looks dope as hell, man. Like, I'm keen to get it on the tracks and just thrash out of it.
If you want to see this bad boy in the flesh, 4x4 show this weekend, it'll be there. Get down, check it out. This thing's crazy in person, so put your sunnies on.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, it's overcast at the moment.
It's like burning my eyeballs.
In the sun, it is so bad. Like, you actually would not believe it. But yeah, come down to the 4-wheel drive show. I'll be there Friday and Sunday. Take a squiz and yeah, might have some goodies to give out in that as well. But yeah, come have a look and see what you think. Cheers, guys. All right, we're on our way back home from PHAAAAT Bars. Honestly, could not be more stoked with how the car turned out. The bar work looks absolutely unreal. And not only that, the snorkel looks fat as, but it also makes some wild sounds too. I'll see if I can get some on video, but it's windy as hell today. Now, the only other thing that I'd like to mention in this video before we wrap it up is PHAAAAT Bars have put our reference down in the cart for when you go to purchase some of their accessories, bull bars, sliders, snorkels, anything like that. So if you're ever on their website, make sure in the reference code to how you found out about PHAAAAT Bars, just select the all 4 4x4 option. We'd love if you could support the businesses that support all 4 4x4. Now, not only that, you've probably seen that we mentioned the Brisbane 4-wheel drive show. This is obviously going to be coming out a week or two after the Brisbane 4-wheel drive show. This was actually filmed like the day before the Brisbane 4-wheel drive show, so it's been a rat race to get this car ready. If you do miss out on seeing the car at the Brisbane 4-wheel drive show, make sure to go to Rocky Nats over the Easter break. The vehicle will be there along with a number of insane cars as well. 4-wheel drive the lot. So if you've got nothing planned over the Easter break, come have a look at the vehicle, come see me. God, I'd love to say g'day and have a yarn with a couple of you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Take it easy.